Hey guys, Sarge here with the January 20th, 1942 combat replay for my 1v1 against Invictus on War of the Pacific Admirals Edition Scenario 2. Let's see what happens today. He should probably be pushing me back in Burma, but apart from that, I'm not expecting anything. Got some ships near Malakas. No subs immediately into the air phase. Bombing Cagayan with Betties. And Singapore with Nels. Shot 2 down. Yeah, it looks like I'm not going to be able to... I'll just save the supply from trying to upgrade the forts. I don't know why he's spreading his bombers out from Bataan and Clark. He should just be hitting Clark with his bombers. I mean, I've got nothing at Rangoon anyway, so... Knocked out a Sally over Singapore. I'll fight him in the air over North Burma. Onto the air PM phase. Still got search aircraft over Noumea. Knocked out a Sally over Bataan. Nice. Just chipping away at his bombers, maybe knocking out a pilot here and there. Deliberate attack behind his lines, just getting these guys out of the way. And they do retreat into the mountains for him to chase them later. Attack on this rail line. He doesn't move me yet. And I'm not looking at the damage results. The China stuff, like that stuff, doesn't matter. If it was like an actual full battle, I'd look, but mess ground rear lines doesn't matter. His bombardment kills 7 squads and knocks out 2 guns. That is unfortunate. He does only have 300 more AV than me here, though. I am expecting to lose here. I don't. Dude, the 17th is just... Edition is just doing amazing right now. He takes 700 casualties. 5 squads destroyed and an engineer. 57 squads disabled, 5 engineers. I take 560 casualties, 1 squad, 2 guns destroyed, with 18 squads disabled, 2 engineers, 5 guns. Just a really good defense by the 17th Indian Division with the Burma Division support. He still doesn't kill this unit. He has to chase it even more. Alright, here's my bombardment at Clark. I knock out an engineer in a vehicle with 2 more disabled, and 14 disabled squads, 140 casualties. I do lose a gun though. That's unfortunate. What was great about squad disablements, for me, since I'm just defending, they still contribute a little bit in defense. Whereas he doesn't get anything from his disabled squads in attack. So, even just disabling his squads is good, because he can't attack with them. Lashio Forts expands to size 1, that's important. Changsha, size 5 is huge. That's if he ever attacks it. I think last game's China game haunted him and he's changed his entire strategy. Get a destroyer, submarine, some AKs, bomber group, coastal AA, field artillery, base force, and a piece of the Port Moresby Brigade that I'm gonna have to kill. Well, that will be eventually be dying. We're at air losses. I lose none. He loses 11 planes and I lose 0. Amazing result. This is all accurate. 11 and 11. 5 Sallies. Well, 6 Sallies. 4 Nels and a Dyna. That's a really good result there. That's a false report. I bought out the 27th, so that's why I'm now giving it replacements. It's going to be going to India. This 147th Field Artillery is now 105s instead of 75s. Lashio Forts is really nice. I am moving these subs back. They will be going to Townsville for those minor repairs as well as to refuel, and then I'll swarm probably this area. Up there, I am just marching to Buna with everyone that was at Port Moresby. Part of it is I think it would be pretty funny if I could actually take Buna back, because I don't think he really has anything there. And second, I do need to kill him off. And maybe if I can just be a bit more annoying, it'll be nice. These guys did unload their 275 coastal guns. They are disabled, but I have plenty of supply and a little bit short on aviation support, but that's just fine. Basically, Fortress Ambon, I'm really hoping he tries to take it because I think it's level. It's ×3 terrain. Working on level 3 forts and even more coastal guns that were here at the start of the game and more troops. So I'm really anticipating him not bringing enough there to deal with it. He's bringing 5 more units into Clark, and it is very difficult to see, but it does look like he is moving northeast with some sort of unit out of Clark. Just to check. Yep, these 155s are still safe. Still hasn't moved. He has 25 units here. 500 plus guns, 70,000 troops, 450 AVs. And he'll be running into level 4 forts, shock attacking across the river to ×2 terrain, level 4 forts, and 1250 assault value. Just one more day, and well, so these guys, even if they get knocked back, it doesn't matter anymore, because he wouldn't be able to march to peg you and block me anyway. But now, these guys will be able to go freely up. Starting to get some base forces into position to start properly building up these bases. Should be able to mount a pretty decent defense. It is just going to be an unfortunate little bit until those guys actually get in a usable spot. And I did find that even though it's 152 days, I would much rather have this Indian Brigade in a much better position, so I'll be replacing the garrison with a couple of battalions I found that had enough AV to deal with that. I do have to unfortunately wait for more APs to arrive in 2 days. I didn't have enough APs pre-stationed there. Some aircraft are finally going to be arriving at Cape Town in 5. 5 days. And I do need to get APs to the East Coast so I can move these guys. Now I should have divided the unit so it gets 3 checks. Good sized AK, it's just slow. Get a Sims, it's already got 4 ASW. And it can upgrade in a month and 10 days to get even better ASW. It's only 4 days, that's amazing. Do get another fleet sub, that's what it's called. Yep, fleet sub has the crappy Mark 14s. Well, crappy in that they never work, but if they do work, they do really good damage. Fort Ord. It's like a support engineer. Like, there's no engineers, but it has the supports. It has a little bit of AA. It has some AV. It can support some planes, but it's not gonna be able to build anything. I don't especially like those base forces that don't have any engineers. Got some 105s in San Fran. I'm not going to replenish B Company of the New Guinea rifles. I'll just leave it as is. I am loading up these guys at Canton. They will be going to Palmyra. Let's see. You guys going to going out, coming into East Haven. These guys are still grabbing up fuel and oil. More that he cannot get from me when he takes it. Colombo's got level 2 forts still only. Calcutta's at 3. Thought Calcutta still is not developed fort-wise as it is. SIGINT reports. Yeah, I mean, nothing really here. Bad weather unless you're in the southernmost parts of the map. Yeah, I did get a unit that arrived at Eastern US. Who was it? A couple of B-25 Mitchells. Very good airframe, except you get none of them. The only ones you get are in these really small depleted squadrons. Well, you know what? I will go over some like extra stuff too. Let's look at where would it be? Aircraft replacement pool. Let's take off China and the Soviets and the French. Aircraft with pools. Just look at fighters first. Getting a good amount of we have a good amount of Hurricanes in storage. F2A3 Buffaloes, P39s. Yeah, we're definitely low on the fighters here. Dive bombers, got plenty of Dauntlesses currently. This will be continuing to increase because I'm not going to be using the bomber carriers for a while. Heavy bombers, getting the LB-30s up and running, getting almost 3 squadrons of B-17Es. Have a bunch of Vincents and Whirraways. You definitely don't get enough transport planes early on in the game. We have plenty of PBY-4, though Dutch PBY-5s though. Don't have a lot of American PBYs. You'll always have like a million Kingfishers though. And we get no wildebeests replacements ever. Devastators are terrible. Albacores are nice though. Apart from that, little extra stuff. Wouldn't really say that there's anything else to go over. He looks like he is letting me run away from Lu Chao, which is nice. Get into the better ground here. And these guys, I need to put them onto walk, but they're walking to Ceylon to try and reinforce that. But I don't think it probably isn't going to work. But I'm going to try. Because, I mean, if they take this, I'll just walk these guys back because he doesn't have enough to take this. Alright, I'm going to end the combat replay and review here. I will see you guys in the next one.